Hiya, welcome back. I'm Caroline, and I want to talk to you a little bit now just about reactivity. At least half of the dogs that I am asked to work with have problems related to reactive behaviour, so it's a really big problem, and often people get quite confused about why their dog is reactive in the first place. So reactive behaviour comes basically from a place of overwhelm. All through the day your dog is experiencing new things. Maybe they're doing some training, they've been for a walk, they've seen lots of things when they've been out walking. Perhaps they need to go to the toilet, maybe they're hungry, they maybe are thirsty. Everything that happens to them in their day takes up space in their brain, and at some point it will become overwhelmed and there will be no room for anything else, and their reactive brain kicks in. When the reactive brain kicks in, it makes really quick decisions. It's not very smart. Its only job is to keep you alive. So it makes decisions based on survival rather than thinking about the best way to react to something. So if you're in a position of overwhelm and something surprises you in the park, maybe a dog runs towards you or there's a loud noise, while you're in that feeling of overwhelm, your reaction will not be the same as if you were feeling quite calm whenever that experience happened. So rather than going, oh, it's just a loud noise, nothing bad happened, it's all fine, your reactive brain doesn't consider any of that stuff and just goes, there's a bad noise, do something. And in a dog, they might bark to try and scare it away, they might run away, they might try and hide, they might try and attack something, they might redirect. But whatever it is that they do, if the survival part of their body feels like it's done a good job, that behavior gets locked in. So that nothing bad happened, so therefore this is now your default behavior. It worked, so your reactive brain is quite pleased with itself. So every time that same situation happens, it's going to refer straight back to that last experience and go, this is what we did last time this happened, and I'm going to do it again because it works every time. And it will continue to work. A loud noise is probably not going to cause your dog any kind of pain or take away any of the resources that are important to the dog. It's not going to harm their owner or take away their stuff. So the reactive brain is doing its job. It's keeping that dog alive. So this is how reactive behavior starts, and it gets reinforced every single time it gets practiced, because of course every time your dog practices staying alive in that exact situation, he does stay alive in that exact situation. So your brain again just goes, this is fantastic. Every time this happens, we're right, we do a good job, let's keep on doing it. So when you're working with reactive behavior, what you have to do is stop that reactive part of the brain from kicking in. You have to keep the thinking part open, because the thinking part would be the bit that went, it was just a noise, everything's fine, I didn't need to do anything, and I'll just get on with my life. We need to keep that side of the brain engaged. So whenever you're working with a reactive dog, whatever it is that the trigger is, you have to dilute that trigger enough that your dog can be in the presence of it, but without triggering that reactive brain. And once you can achieve that, you can reward that new reaction, that calmer reaction. And if you can do that often enough, that will become your default reaction. You have to do it a lot of times though, because the survival part of your brain will quickly override the thinking part. It has to, that's what it's for. So we have to rehearse this a lot, over and over and over again, so that your dog gets the idea that the new behavior also works to keep them safe. And then once that's the default behavior, it takes a lot to trigger them back to the old style of behavior. So so basically that's a little bit about reactivity, how it starts, and the sort of basic principles about how to go about solving it. If you're really interested in reactive behavior, there's a few blogs on my website. The one I would redirect you to is my reactive dog experiment. So look that up on my website and have a wee go on that. It'll take you less than a minute to participate, and it will really give you a sense of what kind of things can put your dog under pressure and why they might make a reactive decision rather than a well thought out decision. So please do check that out. I think you'll find it quite fun. It's still today my most popular blog. People do seem to really love it. So have a look at that, and I will catch you next time. Take care for now. Bye bye.